Hello everybody, my name is Astro-Ascension. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream, and happy spring. Persephone has risen from the underworld to bring everything beautiful, to make everything beautiful again, for things to flourish and to start again. And it is also the first day of Aries season. It's also the astrological new year. This is the correct new year. So the sun has entered Aries, the moon has entered Aries as well. So we are in a new moon. So happy new moon, everybody. Happy spring equinox. Happy Persephone rising again. Hail Persephone. So tonight I'm going to be doing some live readings, free and paid, at donations $5 or up. And also I'm going to be using the Celestial Tarot and the Astrology Dice. Those are my two signature divination tools that I use during these streams. And before I do that, let me welcome everybody to the stream. Welcome Southern Soul Megan. Welcome Cat Goddess. How are you guys doing tonight? Blessed be. So before we get started on community readings, I will start with the collective reading. And this will be the four element spread that I will be using at this time. I will be doing this for an hour because my lungs are still recovering from pneumonia and bronchitis. The whole thing with Mars, Mercury conjuncting each other. It's been happening in my 6th house, and it's been making me sick, and drained as well. So here we go for the collective. Forces of the universe. What does everyone need to know for this time? Forces of the universe. What does everyone need to know at this time? Gods of the cosmos. What does everyone need to know at this time? Gods of the cosmos. What does everyone need to know at this time? What does everyone need to know at this time? What does everyone need to know at this time? Ooh, we have a jumper. What does everyone need to know at this time? What does everyone need to know at this time? Gods of the universe. Gods of the cosmos. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Uranus, Apollo, Helios. What does everyone need to know at this time? Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Helios, Apollo, Uranus. Alright, so gonna cut the deck in 3. Okay, so we have our 4. Alright. In our fire position, we have the Prince of Wands reversed. Water position, the Hermit reversed. The earth position, strength. The air position, 9 of Swords. So, in the fire position, we have the Prince of Wands reversed here. So I feel like here, what our drive is, I feel like it's gonna be a slower drive here. So I feel like our future selves, I feel like the future is gonna be very slow here. With the Prince of Wands reverse here. So the Prince of Wands is the fire of air. It's also mutable fire energy. That's Sagittarius. When this is reversed, it does indicate that there is slow movement coming in here. So I feel like here we're like very it feels like that we're in slow movement here, with the Prince of Wands reverse here. So this could be that that Mars, Mercury, energy coming in, making everything drained here. So I feel like it's gonna be, there's a delayed start here. And in the water position, we have the Hermit reversed. So in this position, we have with the Hermit reverse here, it feels like everybody wants to come out of their shell here, and to really, but at the same time, it's important to really do some reflecting, to be cautious here. But I feel like here, everybody wants to come out of their shell. Everybody wants to come to life here. So the Hermit is cautious energy. It's Virgo energy. In this energy right here, there is that. So when this is reversed, it does indicate that that you want to come out in the open, but also, it does make somebody act a little bit more riskier, with the Hermit reverse here. So I feel like here, it's about coming out of I feel like everybody wants to come out of their shells here. So now, Earth position, we have strength here. So what keeps us grounded is our strength, is the fire that we have that we have inside here, with strength here. So our focus here is that we're trying to get things moving, to have passion in our lives here, and we're feeling like we're gonna come out of our shells here, here. So now, what grounds us here is our strength. It's our what I would say, confidence and bravery to come out into the world, even though that we're focusing on taking things slow here. We do want to keep it. We do want to keep moving. We do want to keep moving forward. We want to move forward in confidence. At this time here, with strength, and Hestia will be Hestia will come forward and ground you into that confidence, because she holds the strength here. The lion is the strength. It's the courage, and she is holding that strength for you at this time. Now, in the air position, we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like here, so Nine of Swords is worry. It's being restless. It's being restless. So with the Nine of Swords energy, we do need to not look back into worry, but we do need so the nine of Swords is Uranus in Gemini. So it's the sudden change in our mindset, but it feels like it's causing us to worry, like overthink. Do not worry. Even though that we're coming forward, that we're going forward very slowly, that things are moving forward, but it's moving very slowly. It's important to not worry at this time. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice. Alright, so we have the Sun in Taurus in the 7th house here. So what's going on here is that we're focusing on our vitality here. So what we are focusing on is security, is the stability in our relationships and how we relate to people. So what we need to bring stability in our relationships here. So it's all about moving forward stably at this time in our relationships and how we relate to people here. So that's what I see with the Sun in Taurus in the 7th house here. So hope this resonates with the collective. And now I will go on to the community readings. And before I do that, I will get into the ground rules here. So 1 free question per person. Free 3-card readings are picked at random. Donations $5 or up get priority and full readings. You can donate on Venmo or Cashapp, Astro-Ascension 5. So you can donate on those links right there. So I will get into picking. So now you can ask your questions, and the first question I will answer is, what does this spring equinox have in store for Cat Goddess? Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Uranus, Apollo, Helios. What does the spring equinox have for Cat Goddess? Masking Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Uranus, Apollo, and Helios. What does the spring have for Cat Goddess? What does the spring equinox have for Cat Goddess? What does the spring equinox have for Cat Goddess? What does this spring have in store for Cat Goddess? Alright. Dividing the deck into 3. So we have our Saturn position, Jupiter position, Mars position. Alright, Cat Goddess. In our Saturn position, we have the King of Cups reversed. In our Jupiter position, we have the Princess of Wands. In our Mars position, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So, Cat Goddess, in our Saturn position, our situation, our challenge here is that with the King of Cups reversed, you're going through a time that this is happening right now. With the King of Cups reversed, you're going through an unstable time. You're going through an unstable time emotionally, and it's throwing you out of whack here. So I feel like at this spring equinox, it's a time for you to pay attention to your mental health. With the King of Cups reversed here. So that's the situation. That's the challenge. Is that you're going through emotional upheaval, and also you're a little unstable with your emotions, and you may be dealing with some insecurities at this time. So now in the Jupiter position, what your opportunity is that we have the Princess of Wands. So you have the opportunity to gain inspiration during the spring. When you work on this emotional instability here, with the King of Cups reverse here, you do have some inspiration that's been building here. So that's the Jupiter position. That's the expansion. You have opportunities to shine. You have opportunities to create something that you want to create. So gain your creativity here, with the Princess of Wands. So now the final position, we have the the Mars position, Three of Pentacles reversed here. So instead of working with others, working your energy with others, it's a time to work on yourself. So that's what Mars is saying here, is working on yourself. So work on bettering yourself. So normally when this is upright, it does indicate that you're gonna be in collaboration with others. You're gonna be in business proprietorships with others. When this is reversed, it does indicate that there is independent work. There is self work going on. So it's like sole proprietorships. Working on your own business, on your own. So like I said, with your creativity, you have that opportunity for creativity. Maybe it's time to work with yourself, work independently on this. So that's how you can make yourself secure. So you have this creativity coming in, Work on it yourself, instead of waiting for others. So that's what I see here. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. Alright, so we have Neptune in Gemini in the 9th house here. So I feel like here, you're not sure where to move forward here. So Neptune, even though it's a planet of intuition, it's a planet of like of spirituality. It also causes some confusion. So this also we do have some confusion. So Neptune is that what I would say, hangman energy in play. So although it does cause some haziness, it does cause some confusion, but you need to go with the flow with your you need to have faith in your choices moving forward in your life. So this is happening in the 9th house. So this is the house of the future. This is a house of this is a house of forward movement, moving forward in your life. So in your philosophy is that you need to have faith in what choices you make. So Gemini is a sign of choices. It's a sign of intellect, and thinking. So go with your intuition. Go with your mind. Have faith in that. So that's what's going on in your spring equinox here, Cat Goddess. So hope this resonates for you, Cat Goddess, and thank you for your question. If anybody else wants a reading, please post your question in the chat. If you want a full reading, please donate $5 or more. Hi, Kay. You can ask your question. I'm glad you're here, Mother Panda. I do love the fact that now my channel is starting to reach out to the pagan community, because that's where my spirituality is focusing towards. Um, because I'm a Hellenist, and of the Orphic cosmic path, um, and I'd like to find more, people on that path, or similar kind of paths that I'm on. Um, so that's where my channel is gearing towards, is towards the pagan community. And it's my pleasure, Cat Goddess. Thank you, Mother Panda. Yeah, my way of reading is more like philosophical. It's geared towards, because tarot is not meant to be like tarot's not meant to maybe tarot's not really meant to predict the future. It's to project the energy of the time that we're in now, like, and also the future. So it shows like the energy of now. It's Kairos. That's the energy going towards. So that's now time. Near future time. So I read in a philosophical way. I like to create my own spreads, or let the gods guide my spreads. Yeah, I'm trying to find more pagan communities in Florida. There's not much around, but I'm trying to find some. You can ask your question, Mother Panda. So do I. I want to stay the path. In this time of spiritual warfare that's going on right now, um, in the Middle East, there is definitely spiritual warfare that's going on. Um, I want to stay grounded. And it's important that we do that. That's also the Greek philosophical way of living life. Staying in moderation, not letting things bother you, and accepting fate as it is. Because when we mess with the Mora, it's not a good outcome for us. That's good. How long have you been reading Mother Panda? All right. So is that your question? Are you following the muses? All right. I'm gonna ask Nyx. I'm gonna ask Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Uranus, Apollo, and Uranus. Is Mother Panda still following the muses? 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 How many cards came out? Is Mother Panda following the muses? 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 Alright, Mother Panda. In our Saturn position, we have the Four of Swords. In our Jupiter position, we have the Princess of Wands. In the Mars position, we have the Three of Swords reversed here. So, it does indicate that you are following the muses. So in our Saturn position, the Four of Swords is to take rest. I feel like your mind is already stable enough. So I feel like here in the Saturn position, the lesson is that your mind is stable, is achieving stability with the muses and with what their messages. So you're taking rest in that. You're meditating on that. So that's the meditation. So you're meditating on the muses. In the muses, you're being stable in that message. You're taking rest in it. You're meditating to that. So I see meditation with that. So it brings you rest. It brings you peace. Now, in the Jupiter position, Princess of Wands. It does so with the muses, they do bring you inspiration. They do bring you creativity here, with the Princess of Wands. So it's also, so that key word is summer. So the summer solstice. So that is like when things are the hottest. When you have the most inspiration come in, with the Princess of Wands. So you are bringing that creative energy. You're bringing that inspiration in that. So I do see that following that. So the opportunity there. What's expanding is